So in order to get some nice meditation, we sit down, we learn how to close our eyes and get comfortable. But how you get comfortable, you get sort of just roughly comfortable first of all. So I'm just becoming aware of my body, how it is sitting, and relaxing it as deeply as I possibly can. But I know that just doing this in a rough kind of manner, you don't get fully relaxed. And it's also, I always notice, to start the meditation, you have to make mindfulness the priority. So in order to make mindfulness my priority, and at the same time learn how to get my body in a good posture, to relax that as well, I combine them together and doing kindfulness, a combination of mindfulness and kindness, and start it on the bottom of my body, on my feet. And to understand what mindfulness is, if you haven't done this before, you ask your body. I'm now asking my feet. Feet, how are you? Just like you'd meet somebody you haven't seen for a while, you ask them, how are you? And you get an answer, even though it's your feet. They're your feet, you know them. You've been with them all your life. So when you ask that, how are you, you can actually feel them. And you know just what feelings are going to be comfortable and what feelings are going to cause you irritation or pain later. And that's when I know, I'm just being honest how I feel right now, my left big toe is squashed. So I just move it. And that's really worthwhile, because I had to be mindful to be able to move it in the right way, and also kind, to feel exactly when it's going to be comfortable. It's how we do learn how to relax, with mindfulness and kindness together. And you keep on moving. My toe is not yet properly put in its position. That's good. And now I feel that little irritation on my foot has been dealt with. And the reaction in my foot is kind of like, thank you. My foot can now just relax very deeply. But I don't go further up my leg yet, because I can feel still a bit of tightness in my muscles of my feet. So I relax them even more. Relax them to the max. And it's kind of strange. I never ever learned how to relax my feet before. Now they're really nicely relaxed. And there's a sense of delight, pleasure, comfort, joy in my own feet. Once I can feel that sense of delight, pleasure, you may think I'm weird. I'm just focusing on delightful feet. But it's very comforting. It relaxes much more deeply, and I can feel the muscles, the tendons, skin on my feet get very loose and light and healthy. It feels good. And then I go up from my feet to my ankles. And I learn how to relax those as well. When you start relaxing through one part of the body, the same technique, the same method works for even your ankles. There's a special feeling I have in ankles which is different to the feeling I have in feet, or the different from the feeling I have in knees. But the ankles, I know that feeling. And I sometimes just wish them well. May you be relaxed. And I can feel them, my ankles just opening up. Things being able to flow through them without being blocked. There's no tightness, there's no tension, there's no squashing. Everything in my ankles just feels really loose, as if I've been soaking them in hot water. And I move up from my ankles to my calves, especially those big muscles on the back of my calves, and my lower legs. First of all, I'm aware of them as fully as I can. Then I know what relaxation feels like, and the awareness gives me the feedback so I can relax those muscles ever more deeply. And that's what the calf muscles feel like. Really relaxed, and the blood being able to flow through those muscles easily. And go up to my knees. When I'm at my knees, aware of how they feel. And if there is something squashing them or pulling them, pushing them, the source of pain and illness, then I can just relax that. Almost like everything gets so loose and easy. It's not just the blood which flows through those big joints called my knees. It's also lymph and other stuff. So everything flows so freely there. And my knees get just so relaxed. And I go up to my thighs. It's big muscles. I can know what my thighs feel like now. I was telling the people in Jhana Grove yesterday, they don't have enough language to be able to describe these feelings. But I know it's comfortable. My muscles on my legs feel like they've been resting on the softest of cotton cushions. There's no tightness, tension, force on them at all. Everything is loose. It's like I'm letting go. I often say that word is just so important, to let go, but we don't know what it feels like. I'm just letting all the muscles in my legs relax. I'm pretty good at these days, so I know what relax to the max means. And I know when relaxation is there, because it always feels just so pleasant. It's pain to be tight and tense. It's like freedom on the body when you're relaxed. And I go from my legs to my butt. Have you ever been meditating and you get a sore bottom? A lot of times it's because you haven't put the bottom in a good position. Whether it's on a chair or on a cushion or whatever you're sitting on. Just check the experience, the pressure on your muscles in your bottom. And I adjust that position until those feelings are evenly balanced. And that's the lightest feeling I can get. And that means that it doesn't change. After a minute or two, I will not be able to feel that experience. It doesn't change, so it disappears. And then I go up to my waist, and I do a little bit of movement there to get the waist in a position I've found out through many decades of meditation is the best. The waist feels good, and the back feels comfortable but strong. If I lean over too much, I get a sore back. If I straighten the back, it actually feels good. However, you may have injuries in the back, so you may have to lean a little. And if you have to lean back on the chair, as long as you're comfortable. And then, having adjusted my waist, then I start going up the body, scanning upwards, just centimetre by centimetre. As I go up my back, I'm just on the lookout for any tightness, tension, pain, ache. And if I can perceive anything, then I stop there and give that part of my body, it may be part of my colon, which feels a bit tight, and I just give it kindness. Just like if you saw a child who was hurt, you reassure them, give them the feeling of safety, and then kindness. And the kindness does the relaxing for you. Sometimes I'm so kind to my intestines, it feels good. I go up from the intestines up to the stomach. And as I'm going upwards, there are some organs in my back. I check on them. If I find that anything feels a bit strange, I pause there and just give the kindness. It's just like you may have a child, for some reason or another, is anxious, afraid, or sick. You just stroke them. Be kind to them. And soon they fall fast asleep. That's like some of any feelings in your organs in your back. It's like you mentally are kind to them. And they relax and heal. And again, feels good. And then from there, you go upwards to the stomach. And you go upwards to the mobile phone. And on that mobile phone you can see this wonderful button which turns everything off. Your mobile phone can have a break. You go up to your stomach. I can feel the stomach now. It feels totally at ease. And from the stomach up to the lungs. I do have hay fever at times, and that's one of the ways I influence the lungs to be at peace. I can feel them, not with my fingertips, feel them with my mind, and relax them, wish them well. Give them the feeling of safety, and I'll always care for them. It's kind of, for me anyway, it's fascinating how just through awareness and kindness you can take any organ in your body, experience it fully, feel it, and relax it. So it feels stronger afterwards. I go to my heart region. There's all that region, my heart, and all the arteries and veins connecting everything together. Just wishing them well. And then to my shoulders. When I get to my shoulders, most of the time, not always, the shoulders are tight. So I do a little exercise at this point. It's an interesting example. I tighten my shoulders up, scrunch them up, pull them together, make them as tight as possible. So what are you doing now for Ajahn Brahm? That's going the opposite direction. But I make them as tight as possible, then let go. When I let go, I don't hold them in an unnatural position. I let them go. And they fall to a more relaxed place than when I started. And it's also an exercise to learn what letting go means. You're holding something tightly, unnaturally. When you let it go, you're not getting involved anymore. You're not controlling, you're not holding. You're putting it down. Letting it be. And my shoulders get very relaxed. And that tightness I felt a moment ago is no longer there. I let go. I go down the arms, past the elbows and forearms and wrists. There's nothing much happening there, but I check it anyway. I get to my hands and my fingers. The fingers are always easy to know, to feel, because there's so many nerve endings in those fingers. And I just ask the fingers, are you fine? Are you okay? I never tell the fingers what to do, I ask them. That's why my fingers get really peaceful and comfortable. And I go up to my neck. There is an itch in my throat at the moment. I'm just aware of it and kind to it. If I try to get rid of it, it usually gets worse. I'm kind to it. And from the throat to my face. For years I've nurtured being sensitive to the feelings in my forehead, around my eyes, around my nose and around my mouth. I can feel those sensations. They're kind of itching, a bit warm at the moment. But they're quite relaxed. Because I know when I relax the experience of the feelings in my face, I'm also relaxing some of the negative emotions which cause that tightness in the face. The more my muscles in my face relax, the more my mind is at peace. And then I've noticed I've relaxed my whole body from head to toe. If there's any part I've missed out, I'll focus there and just learn how to let it be. To let go of any squashing or trying to worry about what other people see in me. I'm at ease with my own body. And when I can feel the whole body sitting here, it's so relaxed. And this is just a little tip. I wait until I can feel the delight of bodily relaxation. The piti sukha of bodily relaxation. And then I relax even deeper. A lot of times I just linger here because it's very pleasant. And then I let the body go. And go to the realm of the mind first. And usually I just ask, how peaceful do I feel right now? Because peace is one of the prominent features of the mind. You're now looking at one of the mind's features, like you know a garden, because it's got lawns and flowers and bushes. I know this is my mind because I can see how peaceful it is, or not. And I also know just how the mind becomes more peaceful, letting go of all past and all future. I'm just going to be now. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not trying to get rid of anything. I'm not trying to amass more things. I'm just being so simple as I can be in this moment. Just being with what's happening right now. I'm not choosing what I am aware of, but I know what I am aware of, and I'm kind to it. And soon I can feel that peace get really stable. And normally it gets so peaceful, I enjoy it without trying to give it a name. I go to the next level, which is silent awareness of peace. The brain stops thinking and naming, but just knows. And at this point, for me anyway, I become really clearly aware of my breathing. It's the only thing left which is moving. And this is how I start my awareness of the breath, having established mindfulness and kindness. I don't have to hold the breathing. It's just there, naturally aware. And because it's relaxed, it's easy to stay with it. If I have to hold it, I get tired. If I let it be, it's just there. And I enjoy the stillness and the peace. Relaxing feels good. I will be quiet for a couple of minutes. Getting close to the end of this short meditation. How do you feel? Don't open your eyes yet. It's nice to spend a minute or two just exploring the result of this meditation. How has it affected you? Don't explore it with words. Explore it with feelings. This is where all that letting go, you can feel its benefits. The body at ease, the mind at peace. Freedom from some of this constant thinking. A feeling of happy to be here. I will now ring the gong 3 times. Please, if you can, listen to every sound of the gong. What does the gong sound like? When the last ringing of the gong disappears, then open your eyes to finish the meditation.